Hello everyone, and welcome back to Warsim. Was it the Realms or just Realms of Aslona? I can't remember. I forget every single time I play. It's just one single word. It has been quite a while, about 6 months since I last played this game. I know it's so inconsistent, I'm sorry. If you're wondering what happened last time, basically, we killed the gibbering monk for farting at us. We went to the arena for a bunch of gambling, and there was more farting in there for some weird reason. And then also, the reason I gambled was so I could buy a Spy Master. Speaking of which, I want to see what I can do with him. Manage staff and champions. Let's see. Yeah, his name is Vis of Doom. Say I want more detailed spy reports. What's this? Tell me what else you can do. You ask your master of spies what else he's capable of, and he replies, well, when I reach 200 skill, I will be able to show you all factions' recruiting patterns, including independent kingdoms and minor bandit gains. You are... Oh, you're not level 200. Never mind. I want to be informed of what adventure and parties are up to each turn. Do you have any advice for me? Though Farquaad the Kingslayer may have grown up with a good reputation, his second in command, Zeus the Slayer, is a man with a very dark past. Any other advice? Because I don't know what to do with that. I hear there's a lost kobold city. Not much to do there, though. Give me something helpful, spy. The black market's not a place to ignore. Having it under your control has many benefits. Okay, that's something I can work with. Maybe I'll go to the black market. Have I not run into the black market yet? I swear I have. So he basically gave me no important information. I guess what I can do, I can ask him to give me more detailed reports. More detailed spy reports, and I guess I'll ask to be informed of the adventure and parties as well. I remember I'm unable to hire any soldiers because for some reason this year everyone went off to some distant land, which sucks because we only have 200 men to defend ourselves. Maybe it's time that I start making more allies. The Asoctic are nice, but they haven't been helping me during military stuff. I'm at war with so many people too. Slave Tribe is independent and the Royal Nocturnal Dynasty is also independent. We're at war with the Cavern Oracles. Let's see what we can do with the Slave Tribe. High Muckamuck Wildbark the Frail is their leader. They have so much more men than us. Is it possible that we could make a trade agreement? High Muckamuck Wildbark the Frail says you need to do more to gain his trust. He won't trade with just anybody. Need at least 10 relation with Slave Tribe. I guess I'll send him gifts of gold. I only have 23 gold coins. I can't. Oh. What about an alliance? I'm sure they're going to say no. Yeah, you need at least 30 relation. Okay. Sorry I even asked. Now we'll talk to the Royal Nocturnal Dynasty then. Maybe they're nicer. Pharaoh Dilkar Green Eyes. They don't have as much men as the Slave Tribe, but they are very rich. How about a trade agreement? The Royal Nocturnal Dynasty accept the trade deal on the promise you will kill and hang 3 peasants from your gates until they are nothing but bone. Ooh. I kinda need the allies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. This is awful. You order it to be done, and 3 peasants are snatched from your streets and hung from your gates. Most assume them to be criminals and think little of it. Oh, thank God. Minus 3 peasants. I think I had 0, so I don't know how that works. Following the hangings, the Royal Nocturnal Dynasty accept your trade deal and prepare to start it immediately. Plus 10 relation, we now have a trade route. Ooh. Alliance? Wait, aren't we already allies? I accidentally did it again. What is this? The Royal Nocturnal Dynasty wants me to promise that I burn 100 peasants in a big fire. I don't know if they can ignore 100. But what happens if I refuse? Because I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, I can't afford to ruin this relationship. You order it to be done, and when 100 peasants are rounded up from the streets, there's a moment of confusion before they are set alight and left to burn. Oh my God. The emissary from Royal Nocturnal Dynasty seems pleased, and the alliance is done. Some of your men seem horrified, and word gets out. Your people are horrified of your actions, and many speak openly for your execution. I don't blame them. Not at all. Oh, but now we have an actual alignment instead of just a trade agreement, so that actually was worth it. Bro, I'm clasping my hands like a little freaking merchant right now. I'm evil. I could request military aid. I think I will. They say they don't have the troops to give. Okay, well, I understand. Maybe one day you will. I want to learn about their kingdom. The Royal Nocturnal Dynasty is made up of 684 troops and is led by Pharaoh Dilkar Greeneyes. Known as half man, half fish, these folks of the sea live in deep sea cities and feed on the fish within. They rarely surface to interact with the land races. Its people believe they are all of royal blood, and its people live in the night. They are a highly civilized group. Their famed words are, they called, then they wanted. Huh? What are your laws and legislation? I love learning about the different cultures. They use holy marca as their currency. They do not believe in non-essential combat and have no arena. They sacrifice half of their population upon the death of their ruler. They do not allow slavery within their lands and punish those who support it. And they have a totalitarian government and have no lords or nobility. That's odd because it's the royal dynasty. I guess because they all believe they're noble? Huh. Interesting how they don't like slavery, but they're okay with just grabbing people off the streets and burning them. Like, I'm a villain, not a monster. I want to see their battle history. They raided the lands of the Eric, so they haven't done much. And I can check out their crown. You asked to see the crown of Royal Nocturnal Dynasty. You were escorted by 2 Royal Nocturnal Merman champions to a smelly room, where the crown appears to be resting atop a large, smelling pile of animal dung, which your escort informs you is for witch approved life force expanding properties. You aren't so sure of this. They're such a weird group. It's kind of funny though. What are their relations with the other factions? They're not friends with anyone, I don't think, except for the rebels, the slave tribe, and us. Interesting that they're friends with us and the rebels. I guess they're playing all sides. Smart. Now let's learn about their leader. He's 208 skill and his personality is strange. That would explain everything. And their unique locations. Hant Outpost. The Hant Outpost is a small outpost of Royal Nocturnal Mermen, belonging to Royal Nocturnal Dynasty and provides them with several more Royal Nocturnal Mermen per year. Or militant ones. Okay, it's where they train their knights. Caesar Fortress. The Caesar Fortress is a small fortress belonging to the dynasty and provides them with more knights. Okay, they have a lot of ways to get more men, so maybe they can provide those troops soon. Aegon Hovel. It provides them with a peasant per year. It's a lone and quiet little hovel. Huh. Not really anything crazy or historical, just more ways to build our army up. Okay. I guess that's it for that. They don't have any troops to give me. I lost a lot of men sacrificing those peasants. It's like that Lord Farquaad. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I need to get new military people, but I can't do that until next year. I wonder if I should hire... No, I actually don't have enough men. Or not men, I don't have enough gold to hire anyone. Maybe I should just end the year. I think I will. Your steward, Colmorn the Cunning, bows to you and says, I have dealt with the 7 visitors. Spent 24 gold, earned us 107, and our public opinion grows by 1 point. That's okay. And I don't want to launch an attack. No thanks. I'd rather just defend. Oh, okay, no one attacked us. Awesome. Oh no, the Royal Nocturnal Dynasty lost 135 troops because the Reddish Fire Patriarchate attacked them. With the old year faded, the year 151 has begun, and with it comes a great feeling of trust in your leadership of the realm, plus 20 public opinion. I did not deserve that at all, thank you very much. Higher units. Could do peasants, soldiers, knights, bandits. I think I want as many knights as possible, or maybe peasants because we lost a bunch of them the other day. 75 from the local militia. Recruit all free peasants first. Wait, Did I get any? 9? Okay. Could afford 75. I will buy the 75 men. Then we will look at soldiers. There's 50 of them available. How many can I afford? All 50? Sweet. And then I could get some knights. Only 3 available. I could afford 2. What about the bandits? Hire bandits from your prison. Oh, I totally forgot that was even a thing. I have a prison. How many could I get? You could afford 56 of them. Yes, please. Heck yeah. I only have 1 gold coin to my name, but I think that was worth it. 268 men. That's at least a little bit more than we had last year before I sacrificed everyone. I think I'll visit the throne room for now. Check out my 3 visitors that I usually check out each year. You are visited by a smelly trader who wants to join your army because it seems to be what everyone else is doing. Yes, please. He became a peasant. The smelly trader grins, his face more joyful than any you've seen. He then pulls a small trumpet from his belt and plays a short tune before charging out of your court ready to be armed. You are visited by an insane person who says the maggot will find themselves on the road or lose themselves on the road. Huh. I'm gonna thank him for his words because I don't quite know what he said. He nods at you and then leaves. You are visited by a woman who inherited some gold from her deceased husband and wishes to share some with you. I honestly do think I should get the gold because I want to get even more soldiers. Thank you. Should I just look at what everyone's doing? There's 9 people. I feel like it's gonna be worth it, right? I don't trust my steward to make the right decision here. Just a few more. Maybe 3 more. You were visited by an old man who says someone stole his food. He has nothing left and is starving. He begs for a few coins. I do need to fix my... Well, actually, no. My public opinion got fixed. I will give him nothing. I'm such a jerk. The old man says, I bought a scroll and quill to write of our glorious meeting. I can see there's no point remembering it. He then balls up the scroll and throws it on the floor before leaving. I'm sorry, man. I'm a bad person. You are visited by a farmer who says a dispute needs to be settled. A local boy has been causing trouble. I am an apple seller, but this boy grabs apples from wild trees and sells them from a small stall. It's threatening my business. Maybe he should set up a private property or like a fence or something. And hey, if that kid's making money, that's more people to pay me taxes on taxes are cool all day. If he's entrepreneurial, it's not a crime. The farmer says, I bought a scroll and quill to write. Oh my god, everyone's hoping for a cool encounter with me and I'm just not delivering. Last person. You are visited by a goblin dressed in chieftain robes who claims he is the leader of a small tribe of goblins. He says he has always been pestered by other goblins in large kingdoms and has decided the only way his people will survive is if he joins what he sees as the realm that could unite the lands. He also seeks to leave the chieftain life. Smarter than most goblins, he considers it a 2 birds 1 stone situation and offers to provide you his entire tribe of over 500 goblins in exchange for 3,000 gold, though he asks you not put them in slavery like you do with other goblins. I don't have 3,000 gold. Should I refuse to pay but try to enlist them anyway? I mean, like, some of them might want to join. I don't really want to take them to the slaver, that's mean. And it wouldn't pay very well. Let me try. Refuse to pay but try to enlist them anyway. The goblin storms out of court. Your attempts to forcefully enlist the 600 goblin warriors camped just outside your gates proved to be completely worthless. You later learn that his tribe joined the goblin kingdom of Eric. Oh my god, it gave them 550 treble goblins. I should have given them to the slaver. And 50 berserkers. I wanted to try to be nice for once. I should stop that. It's a weakness. I think I'll call a meeting. I don't know what to do, man. What should we do? Give me advice, people. Your head diplomat Old Kroll marches into the room and sits. Okay, just everyone sits. My high general kneels to me. Steward bows. This is the first meeting you and your council have held. Meetings are a tool for you to discuss various topics with your staff. There are 5 seats on the council that will be occupied if you have the corresponding staff. Yeah. I will ask everyone a question because I'm curious about what we should do. First, we'll talk about finances and our harvest. I don't know if we've really been getting a harvest recently. What sources of income should I look at next? Or actually, no, is there any ways to reduce expenditure? Most expenses are wages or gold lost in raids. Maybe reduce any costly military or useless staff members. Aside from me, of course, because I'm an essential staff member. Huh. I feel like I need all the military, though. Your knights cost you a total of 6 gold per year, so if that's too much for you, maybe consider getting rid of them. Maybe I should make use of them. I can't help, I'm afraid. Spending less money in the throne room. Okay, I want a bigger harvest. Your best bet would be building a shrine of harvest. If you build it all the way up to a grand temple of the harvest, you will never have bad crops. More slaves than you already have, I'd say. They're good for work in the fields, if nothing else. More peasants, simple. If you are in need of a bigger harvest, it might be worth making sure your farmers aren't being trained into soldiers. Huh. Okay. Back to the other questions. I feel like the most important thing is my military matters, to be honest. I want a larger army. Increasing the wages of your troops will draw in more men to the job. I can increase the wages? Question for a general, no doubt. Okay, and my general said to increase the wages, but I don't really have money. The Combat Academy in the north often sells troops. Try there. Explore a little and you're sure to find those who will work for you, if you can pay. Darn it. Darn it, it all requires money. Okay. To be honest, I don't know if I really feel any better after having that meeting. Troop wages, I wonder if I should take that seriously. The soldier wages are 1 gold and the knight wages are 3 gold. Maybe I should increase the soldier wages? I'll pay them 2. Maybe that'll pull people in. And actually, let me figure out the knights. Maybe I could pay them a bit more. The knights can have 4 gold. I can't spare too much. Other than that, I guess I should explore the realm because they wanted me to see if I could either go to the north and find someone that's being sold, or I could just find them out in the wild too. We're gonna go to the eastern grasslands. Okay, well, that's not where I wanted to go, but it's okay. Old sandstone ruins. You approach some old sandstone ruins. It's unclear what once stood here, be it a fortress or a town or something else entirely. The only thing that's clear is that time has swallowed it whole and left little behind. There is a small hut next to the ruins that appears to be occupied. Enter the hut. You enter the hut and are met by a strange-looking man with a small blue hat, a long triangular beard, and strange pointy eyebrows. He looks at you and grunts. I am Arsam the All-Knowing. Ask what you desire to know, and I shall help. Oh, goodness, let me think. A lot of questions I can ask. I guess I'll ask him everything. Who are you? I am Arsam the All-Knowing. Many years ago, I began a pursuit of all information. I sought to learn all I could about these eastern lands where I was born, and now I know all there is to know. Who am I? You are the ruler of United Cone Nation. I should not need to tell you of yourself. Tell me about this hut. I built this hut out of the ruined sandstone and other nearby material. It seemed like a good place to settle. Has the location been troublesome? Not at all. The occasional sandstorm hits the hut, but these walls are thick and I don't have windows. Do you get visits often here? Very rarely. The occasional passing traveler heading usually to the artifact market or Rim. How do you get food here? That is a valid question. Once every month, some villagers come from Rim with food for me. In return, I give advice to their elder. I also spy any new information and keep them in the know about anything going on. Do you leave the hut often? Yes, occasionally at the dead of night. What the heck do you do at night? That's my real question. Tell me about the sandstone ruins. Yeah, what's their history? You must know. These ruins were that of a small ancient fortress protecting a small trading settlement. I believe the settlement was a key part of trade between an ancient Eastern Empire and other civilizations further westward. How do you know it was a fortress and trade settlement? You could call it an educated guess. There are clear remnants of fortifications, but it's not big enough to be a city wall, so it would appear to be that of some kind of castle or fortress. The other small ruined structures whose foundations can be vaguely seen here are very small, and so would be houses or shops. Thus my assumption of a settlement with a fort. What destroyed them? We will never know. The stresses of the ancient times likely differ from today. Perhaps it was a foreign invasion or internal strife, we will never know. Does anyone else know more about this place? No, there isn't much interest in archaeological history here. I would say I know most about this place, and purely for my own study of the ruins. A shame, I would love to truly know of its history beyond mere speculation. Well, I'm out of time, but I would like to finish talking with him before I do anything else. How do you survive here? I am brought food. Yep. Tell me about the Eastern Trading Post. I want to know what he knows about everything. It's interesting. The Eastern Trade Post was set up a while ago. It's the first stop for all traders coming into the East and does well trading inland too. What about the Scorpion Fighting Pit? It has been there for a while. We Easterners like to keep ourselves entertained, and unlike the Northern savages, we do it without beating each other to a bloody pulp. Well, you're still watching things beat each other to bloody pulps, just different things, I guess. The mystery slaver that I got rid of. He was operating not far from here, but you had him arrested. Good riddance. Tell me about Fort Gorthmek. That fort is ruled by Uric the Oppressor. He and his ilk have been a scourge on the entire of Farquaad since they took the fort. Why are they a scourge? Uric the Orc has organized raids all around Farquaad, forced tributes from many, and been an all-round blighter. The only resistance he had was from the artifact market. He attempted to raid it, but quickly learned his mistake and left the market alone. Who was there before them? No one was there before them. It was empty, desert. The orcs who built that fort were rumored to have been deserters or rebels from a foreign orcish land. Why does the fort look so strange? It was built in the orcish style of architecture. We have never seen it in these lands before. Huh. Okay. Tell me about the Tower of Histories. The Tower of Histories, strange place. A wealthy man decided to open his personal study tower and share his knowledge of history with the locals. Have you ever visited the tower? Yes, of course, not for a while, but I have been there several times. Is it popular? No more popular than anywhere else here. Almost all the places in the Farquaad Desert only get stray visitors who are heading for the artifact market. Is the information in the tower accurate? I believe so, yes. How did they learn the information? I believe the information was learned by a scholar who had been to the History Guild in the north. I think it's in the black market. Okay. The ruined Great Wall of Farquaad. The wall was one of the ancient Eastern land's greatest triumphs, and subsequently greatest failures too. Why would you consider it a triumph? Nothing so ambitious has ever been built in the East. It was a huge undertaking, and it would have taken even a reasonably large empire years to complete. Why would you consider it a failure? Oh, okay, we got some lore here. The tale goes that the Farquaad Desert was a rich grassland a long time ago. A large empire stretched across it with vast farming networks keeping their armies fed. All was well until a curse hit the land. A small patch of sand on a beach next to the Farquaad coast began to expand, and within a month half of the Farquaad grasslands had been consumed by the new expanded desert. The Sultan of the ancient empire ordered the grasslands to be protected by a giant magical wall. The empire drew men in from all around the lands, and the construction began. But as you know, we stand in the Farquaad Desert, so the Sultan's plan clearly failed. They could not build the wall faster than the desert could grow, and ultimately the wall was abandoned before it was finished. The old empire collapsed, and the rest is history. How old is it? Ancient. Who built it? An unknown old empire that existed in the East. I just call it the Old Farquaad Empire. Huh. Tell me about the artifact market. You keep mentioning that. The artifact market is without doubt the core of Farquaad in the way of popularity, wealth, and fame. Most people who come here come purely to visit the market. What is it? The artifact market's a gathering of merchants, wizards, and adventurers who trade many things, namely artifacts. These artifacts are ancient relics, magical items, and mysterious things from around the realm. The market is protected by strange magic and has existed for a long time. Who runs it? No one knows who's in charge. Some say it's a council of wizards, others say a magical god sits within, but all is rumor. What kind of artifacts do they sell? All kinds, magical stones and orbs, mysterious boxes with ancient seals, staffs, and swords enchanted with old magic, and many other things found nowhere else. Have you visited the market? Yes, once long ago to sell a strange black orb I found in these ruins. Tell me about the House of Art and Tapestries. It's a small art gallery, a strange thing to exist, but who am I to judge? Rim Village. Rim Village is a small settlement in the Farquaad Desert. They are humble folk. Who is their leader? Elder Attic. He's a humble man. How do they survive? They try their best with farming, but it's not easy. Very small amounts of trading. Their crafts with artifact market folk. Oh, okay. How many people live there? Exactly 85 people. Do they leave their village much? Sometimes, but rarely. I get a visit once per month. I knew it was them. Have you been to the village? Yes, a few times. I'm considered an honored guest there. It's an honor. A ruined old watchtower. It's a strange one, destroyed long enough ago, but not long enough to fit with any other ruin. There's not been any strong settlement here for a long, long time, so I don't know who built it, let alone who destroyed it. Tell me about the Farquaad Desert. It's an ancient desert built by a curse, and now it holds magic and mystery beyond measure. What do you know about the North? The North is a harsh place with a vastly different culture to us. Hardy folk, lots of bandits and wild men. And the South? Demons are rumored to come from there, a place scarcely lived in, even more so than the Farquaad Desert. And the West? Home of Darkdale, a place that starts peaceful but gets less so with time. Do you really know everything? Well, everything I'm aware of I know. Therefore, as far as I can tell, I know everything. Why are your eyebrows so long? It's a gift I've always been endowed with, although it certainly wasn't as fun in my earlier years. I like this guy, he's nice, he's chill as hell. I'll visit you again one day if I find new places. Maybe I will just go through with the rest of the exploring. Fort Garthmek, oh, that's the orc place. Thank God I talked to him first. Fort Garthmek is a strange fortress built of foreign architecture. The fort is presided over by Uric the Oppressor and is filled entirely with orcs who are believed to have fled from the orcish mainlands. 625 orcs garrisoned. I could arrange a meeting, ask how much loot they have, watch an orc brawl. I guess first I'll speak to a random orc. Never seen an orc before, fleshy, so they don't seem to like us. I will arrange a meeting though. After talking to the guard at the gate, you successfully arrange a meeting with the ruler of Garthmek, Uric the Oppressor. Uric is a large orc with a horned iron helm worn proudly on his brow. He looks unpleased. What is it? Ooh, okay. Who are you? I am Uric the Oppressor, ruler of Fort Garthmek. Hear my name and cower. What is this fort? This is Fort Garthmek, built in the old orcish way. Who built it? We did, the day we arrived in the desert. Where do you come from? From the orcish homelands, far from here, full of swine. I rebelled against the god chief and was outcast. Me and my men burned a line to the old homelands before sailing away, never to return. What race are you? Obviously an orc. I'm an orc, are you blind, meatbag? Who rules the Farquaad Desert? I do. Anyone who says differently can come and say it to my face. Tell me about this place, then. Sand everywhere, and the locals are all cowards, too. If it wasn't for that damned artifact market with its magic, I'd have everyone in the Farquaad Desert in chains. Whoa. Forgot your name was the Oppressor. Who else is here? A few little sorry settlements, Rim, the artifact market, and very little else. Will you trade with me? I don't trade, I take. Okay. How much loot you got? The Orcish guard captain laughs at your question. Why do you want to know? You want to take it for yourself, huh? Good luck. We've got 2,251 gold stored here for now. Huh. Well, let's watch an orc brawl before we end the episode. Someone's gotta die eventually. My god. Okay. I watched it and it was very boring. Gullback the Grunter. You approach Gullback, an orc so ugly if anyone sees his face they may break into a fit of rage and beat him to death. He is the local war grunter. He makes war grunts to get the fort ready for battle. He asks what you want. I don't know if I have the audio on. Let me see. I'll listen to some of his people if I can. Yeah, I don't have the audio off because the audio in this game was really jank when I recorded last time. I can at least talk to him now. He begins to grunt the sound of his people. No. I don't really want to turn his face around because I don't want to hurt him. One more random orc. It's been too long since we raided the village of Ream. Are they still around? No, they're gone. Long gone. Okay. There's not much in this desert. No, I won't explore. I will do that in the next episode. We've done enough. I don't know. I don't think we're going to be getting any more men today. I've kind of resigned myself. We just have to hope that our defenses protect us until we can recruit like a bunch of people. At least we get a bit of money each year. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.